Hey guys, this is Lee with Untapped Potential. Today we're doing a tutorial for a blue-white deck using only the base set cards. In this review, we'll go through the deck list, discuss the lines of play when making mulligans, and show some key strategies that you should use while piloting this deck to victory. Let's start with the deck list. The deck utilizes 3 Dauntless River Marshal, 4 Welkin Turn, 3 Divine Favor, 2 Telling Time, 3 Sky Hunter Skirmisher, 2 Heliod's Pilgrim, 4 Frost Lynx, 4 Razorfoot Griffin, 3 Dark Slick Drake, 4 Dehydration, 3 Sky Eel School, 8 Plains, 2 Capsho Kite Fins, 9 Islands, 2 Glacial Fortress, and 4 Azorius Guildgate. Don't worry if you didn't catch all that, there's a deck list in the description. Now let's move on to mulligans. A good opening hand in this deck will contain not only both colors of mana, but it will also need to contain several of your early drops. While the raw offensive power of this deck comes in the late game using cards like Sky Eel School or Darkfin Drake, their expensive casting costs makes them prohibitive from keeping in an opening hand. On the other hand, you also don't want to just keep a hand composed of a bunch of Welkin turns, as their inability to block can leave you wide open to a swingback against a foe running a very aggressive deck. An ideal hand will contain probably a Guildgate, a Welkin turn to put on some early aggressive threats, but cards like Darkskin, Drake, and the like in order to capitalize on the late game. A Dauntless River Marshal in the opening hand doesn't go amiss either. Let's move on to our battle plan. This deck focuses on using flyers to attack past your opponent's large creatures to end the game, and uses cards like Dauntless River Marshal and enchantments like Dehydrate in order to keep the opponent busy on the ground, allowing you to swing through the sky to victory. Our cheap creatures allow us to get an early offensive threat going, and allow us to reduce our opponent to a low score so that our all-important last few points of damage can get in, even as they continue to stabilize against us. By getting enough powerful creatures on the board and getting them out quickly, we're able to swing past any defenses our opponents will be able to muster. Be careful using some of our creatures though. Welkin Turn cannot block, meaning that if the opponent has a wide attack of their own, we can run into real trouble when it comes time to defend ourselves. Telling Time is especially useful in the late game, as it helps you find that last mana you need, that powerful enchantment that'll keep the opponent's creatures at bay, or just another creature you can use to continue to develop your board. It can be played on turn 2, but I prefer to play a creature. It gets better the later in the game it gets. Finally, you can use the different enchantments in our deck in order to fortify our own creatures, or in the case of Dehydration, to effectively remove your opponents from the board. Remember though, it doesn't tap down their creature the way Claustrophobia does. I hope this video has been helpful to you, and I hope this helps you make better blue-white decks that you can use to crush the AI. This has been Lee with Untapped Potential. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.